We begin by ensuring the city's pulse doesn't skip a beat. Shutting down a major crossing would be catastrophic, so we built a ghost bridge first. Step 1 is the pontoon diversion. We're deploying massive steel pontoon sections, buoyant blocks of air and metal, and using tugboats to nudge them into a perfect line parallel to the old structure. Every barge is anchored deep into the riverbed because the current is relentless. Once the line is locked, we roll out the heavy machinery. We're laying hot, steaming asphalt on top of floating steel, a surreal sight where the road moves with the tide. As soon as the work lights flicker on and the lanes are painted, we flip the switch. Traffic is diverted onto this river of pontoons, leaving the historic suspension bridge empty and silent for the first time in nearly a century. Next, the heavy hitters arrive for the surgical dismantling of the old guard. You don't just demolish a structure of this scale with explosives, you take it apart piece by precise piece. Massive crane ships with lattice booms reach into the sky like predators. Our crews are high in the air with cutting torches, sparks raining down like orange snow. Every time a deck girder is severed, the entire structure groans. As the weight is removed, the primary suspension cables tension and snap upward, shifting the bridge's physics in real time. We lower the girders onto scrap barges, thousands of tons of rusted history destined for the furnace. Finally, giant shears leg cranes pull the towers down chunk by chunk. When the last piece is lifted, the river is clear and the site is primed for its successor. Step 3 takes us below the surface into the dark. We have to anchor the new megabridge deep into the bedrock. We deploy jack-up barges, vessels that can walk on the riverbed by extending their massive steel legs. Drill rigs grind into the floor with hundreds of thousands of foot-pounds of torque, a roar that echoes across the water. Once the holes are bored, we drive the steel piling casings using hydraulic hammers that deliver millions of joules of energy. Every strike sends plumes of steam and spray into the morning mist. We then lower dense rebar cages and pump in thousands of cubic yards of concrete, building artificial islands. When the forms are stripped, the foundation caps emerge, massive, geometric concrete monoliths ready to hold the weight of the future. With the foundation set, we begin our vertical ascent. Step 4 utilizes slipforming, a continuous pour system where molds are raised hydraulically as the concrete cures. The operation never stops. Day and night, tower cranes lift buckets of wet mix to the ever-rising crests. At 600 feet, the river below is just a blue blur. Our crews work in high-altitude conditions, using pneumatic vibrators to ensure the concrete has zero air pockets or weaknesses. We're building sleek, tapered obelisks of grey stone that dominate the skyline. At the top, we bolt in the massive steel anchor blocks. These are the critical nodes for the cables that will soon carry the entire weight of the bridge. By night, under the glare of industrial lights, these pylons stand as monuments to engineering ambition. With the pylon standing tall, we move to the installation of the deck. We don't build the deck as one unit, we install it in segments. Each is a massive steel box, primed in deep red for corrosion resistance. We lift them directly from barges using specialized derrick cranes mounted right on the pylon heads. It's a cantilevered dance. We start at the towers and work outward, balancing the weight on both sides to maintain structural stability. The bridge looks like a growing skeleton reaching across the water. Then come the welding robots and master crews, fusing the segments together. The blue flash of the arcs is constant, the heat haze distorting the horizon. When that final center gap is closed, the bridge is a solid, unbroken path across the river. Step 6 gives the bridge its skeletal strength. We're stringing high-tension bundles of thousands of individual steel wires, all coated in protective black sheathing. We pull them from the pylon heads down to the deck anchors. Initially, they sag in heavy catenary curves. But then we bring in the hydraulic tensioning jacks, some of the most powerful machines on the planet. We apply millions of pounds of force, pulling the cables tight. As the tension increases, you can hear the deck groan and creak as it's literally lifted into the air. The bridge becomes a self-supporting machine, a complex web of steel finally ready to handle the immense loads of a modern city. Finally, we reach the finale, Step 7. The temporary bridge is disassembled and towed away, leaving the river clear. The mega bridge stands as a new silver icon of the city's skyline. We cut the ribbon, and the first flow of traffic begins, a river of headlights moving across the fresh asphalt. As night falls, we trigger the final system, the programmed LED illumination. Waves of light pulse up the pylons and out along the cables, reflecting brilliantly on the churning water. And then, the fireworks. Massive bursts of color launch from the river, silhouetting our engineering masterpiece. It is a celebration of steel and concrete that will stand for the next 100 years.